So it is Sunday. It's a day where I meet you every Sunday in the group. And today we're live on YouTube because I'm like, hey, we need more ladies like you coming to the group so that we can build up that content. So before we do our Sunday boost, kick-ass content creation, 20 minutes, 5 minutes. I said 5 minutes in my promo, might be 20, but 5 to 20 minutes, okay? I'm going to make it short and sweet. Basically, I'm taking you through the process. I go every day, not every day, every week to focus on what I will be putting my focus and attention on in the next 7 days. And we're going to do it especially for your content marketing. Because can you please tell me you're going to do this? Can we make sure that posting on social media can be an easy thing, right? And if you go back to the previous, Kick-Ass Sunday sessions, I taught you what are the kind of the basic 4 types of posts that you can post every week. So today I want to zoom in on one type, but first we're gonna go through our regimen of questions. How do I want to feel this week in my business, in my marketing? Put that down. Grab the phone, grab the pen, paper. How do I want to feel this week? Number one. And one thing I'm going to tell you. So for me, I'm just going to, I want to feel calm because I have a lot of big meetings, like full day meetings. And I want to make sure that I don't jeopardize my posting. So I'm going to make sure, I said that I cried a little bit here. I'm going to make sure that there is still time, even though it's going to be busier than usual, to make time for my not only my posting but also to go and engage on others platforms. That's for another day, by the way. If you want to work with me, we do that work together in depth. But right now it's your Sunday sync for your kick-ass content for the week. So how do you want to feel in your marketing? And please tell me in the comments. I need to hear you so that I can feed off your energy. Second question, before we go to deep dive onto the type of credibility post that you can do this week so that people believe that you can do the things you say you can do for them. Second question, what is the most important right now in your business? What is the most important thing in your business right now? Tell me in the comments. Put it on paper. So for example, for me, is to become visible at the local level. In where I live, I want to become more visible. I want people to experience my energy in person. What is your thing? Please share with us. Because when one woman shares, the other one's going to share. And then it brings that energy of creation that a community is beautiful for. Third question, what priorities do I have that will bring me closer to the vision I have for my business? So for me, I'm just going to give you an example while you write down. For me, if I go back to my vision a few years ago, it says that I see myself speaking on stages in front of people. And then in 2023, I had 2 speaking gigs. I have 1 coming up two actually this year, 1 in March, 1 in May. And my goal is to continue that for every month, having a speaking gig, right? Whether it's online or in person. So what is the thing for you? What priorities do you have to bring you closer to the vision in your business? And how does your social media gonna reflect and support this? Put it down, put it down, put it down. And then put the video on pause when you do it, okay? So that I'm not gonna do the pause, but you put your video on pause. And I don't want this to take more than like 10 minutes for you. Okay. And that's going to make such a big difference. You'll see. You won't miss a day or whatever frequency you decided to post your post online if you do that exercise. let's do the fourth question. Knowing what's most important right now in your business, what actions do I get to take to make those things a reality? So, if you say that you want to use your social media marketing to become credible, more so that people really believe that you are the expert that you say and you claim you are, I'm just going to share with you 3 ideas, okay? They're not the only ones, but we need to start somewhere. So, what about this week? You post something that actually, show that you actually can do the things you say. So, maybe if you have done a workshop in the last 6 months or year, I want you to take one of the picture of the workshop and speak to the fact that you run workshops, and you can speak to the workshop that is on the pictures, but you can bring anything, maybe just let people know that you run workshops and say, what are the workshops about and who is it for? Boom. And then you have a photo. The other thing that brings credibility, of course, is client's testimonial. So, do you have a client testimonial? If you don't, please make sure you ask your clients for some sharing their experience, like what type of, how they felt during the time with you, what was their situation like before they met you, what was the situation after they did the work with you, what was the biggest surprise or non-expecting things that happened to them while they were working with you. And then you can record that on Zoom and do a transcription or ask them for a written testimonial, but ask for testimonial. This is way better to have someone saying how amazing it is to work with you rather than you saying it. Okay? If you don't have testimonial yet, don't let your mind win the game here. You're going to say what your client told you about without naming the client. You're going to talk about the maybe something one of your client told you about working with you. Or maybe they, I don't know, got 2 new clients just after the first 3 sessions with you. Or maybe after a 1-year engagement, they say that now they feel completely like excited every day they do whatever the things you help them do. Okay? So, the workshop photo or any event you did in person photo, even if it's an old one, okay? Start showing up. Second, a testimonial, whether it's a direct testimonial from someone that is a written note or that is a clip of a video, whatever, okay? So when you work with me, I help you interview your client and we do clippets, video clippets with it. And we do quotes and we do carousel with it. So that's the type of amazing stuff that happens when you do the 1-year engagement with me as a VIP client, because testimonials are the sauce. This is, how we lead our clients or next future clients to come into our world, and then the third one that I want to share, and there are so many others, right? But the workshop picture or whatever in-person event, the testimonial, and the third one I like to do is to make sure, and don't do like me because I forget most of the time. If you host webinars, if you host, workshops online, or you are part of a maybe a 3-day a summit online or anything, don't forget if you have the permission, of course, when you have all the faces on your Zoom screen, to do a selfie like this, like that. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show everybody. And then you have all the faces on the screen, which I don't hear, but when you teach and you're like, photo, okay? And then that's, the point here is that you showcase the type of activities that you do to teach your art and to sell your services, so that it's like social proof. And make sure you tag the organization that you are working with at that workshop or at that summit online or that in-person event. Make sure you tag the organization that you are collaborating with, because that helps with, expansion of your post. I hope it helps you. Because now you are ready for the week. So tell me in the comments if you are willing to do those 3 posts this week, which we call the credibility posts, that showcase that you can actually do the things that you say you do and how you help people. So those are amazing posts you can do. And then, but Angelique, should I do 3? Well, just this week you're gonna do 3. Okay. Most of the time, I like to say at least 1 or twice a week, depending how many posts a week you post. Right? I post every day. So I try to have at least 2 posts a week that showcase what I do. So I just did a photo here where I'm going to talk about the fact that every Sunday I help my free community come up with some posts for now. Okay. So, and I'm going to invite people to join us. Call to action. Don't forget after those credibility posts at the end to add your call to action. Okay. What do you want people to do next? Do you want them to go to your website and check, what you do? Do you want them to reach out to you in a DM so that they inquire about the workshops you give, for example? Or what do you want them to do? Whatever you want them to do, make sure you are consistent with your call to action. Don't ask them too many things, one thing. And then make sure also that, what is your favorite way of people to reach out to you? Do you want them DM, or do you want them to, a website where they fill up a form, whatever, like you decide, but just be consistent in the way you ask people to reach out to you. If it's a reach out to you call to action, maybe it's a traffic website, which is go and check my website. Maybe it's give me an engagement thing in the comments, whatever it is. Okay. If you have any question, let me know. And know that if you want a guide to help you day after day, week after week, month after month, for a period of 12 months, to help you build that content that not only help people believe you, we call that the credibility post, but any other type of post, we do that work once you and I worked on your mindset of visibility. Then we come up and do kind of an audit of your infrastructure. Is your social media infrastructure well adjusted, aligned with your sales process? And what do you sell? And do you sell what's good for you and for them? Like, we kind of audit your offers as well. And then we raise your price, because most of you guys have sell too low prices. But we don't have to do that, but that's a discussion we have. And then once we know that, once we see how is your ecosystem built, whether it's your sales process, how aligned and hooked it is with your ecosystem for social media, then we come up with your content marketing, so that every day, every other day, whatever frequency you decide, you show up with content that not only sells, but it helps people become aware of who you are, who you help, what you do, and how you do it. Content that helps people to see social proof of the work you do. Okay. Also conversational type of post, because people need to connect with a human who love roses. So for me, fresh flowers makes me feel, there's one of my coach who says that. She says, what makes you feel like a $1 million baby or whatever? And for me, fresh flowers. So that's why most of the time I have fresh flowers, right? So that's my personal touch, right? Also, I love crystals. Bow! Okay, that's another personal touch. So that people who are kind of like-minded like you, they're gonna say, "Oh, cool." And some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to people who are crystal. They believe in crystal, blah blah blah." Okay, you don't want to attract everybody to your world. Just the one who deserves you and that deserve to be helped with your methodology. What else I want to say? Yeah. So if you want that kind of support, my call to action to you is to reach out to me in the DM. Okay. You say help. And then what we do when you say help, I'm going to actually ask you a few questions. Okay. And then if I see that there is option for me to help you, we're going to get on a call where I'm going to ask you more questions to make sure that I am well positioned to help you. And if I can, I'll invite you to one of my programs. That's it. Okay. But it starts with you watching this video, and you doing the work I say here, and you having the courage to reach out to me in the DM, oh my God, and write the word help. I want to learn more about what it is like to work with you, Angelique. Okay? I hope you are excited because it's the end of January and it's really the right time to make sure that you go for it. You go for it. This is your year. Ciao.